Dish soap for me. You just never notice it on the counter, and on my one trip out post quarantine it was completely sold out. r/askreddit. People who actually prepped before you got shut in. What is something you have run out of that you didn't see coming? The virus appears to be hitting our city relatively slowly, so I felt like we had lots of time to prepare/stock up. Having said that, the whole toilet paper thing makes me pretty nervous. Still not much in stock within 10 to 15 miles of me. Also, we definitely did not stock enough protein like chicken and fish. My desktop PC broke. And Amazon is not delivering non-essentials in India anymore, so sort of stuck with one laptop issued by work which I cannot use for gaming. Fresh vegetables. Really miss those. And also hobby stuff and my hormonal pills. Those are hard to find in normal time. IDK where I'll get it. I have only 6 left. Our country got shut relatively late and fast, so there was no real time to prep. Good thing my mum is just always preppy herself, so our fridge is always full with fresh food, enough essential stuff, and things to get both of us busy. We were counting that lockdown will be 1 week and will end in 3 days, but today we saw news that we probably will be sitting like that till the end of April. Don't know what to do. Mom didn't get paid before quarantine. Cat is going mad, and I'm coughing. Thing going like shit in Russia. The one thing I forgot to buy was cauliflower rice. I'm Asian and my parents live on rice, but I've removed it from my diet as I'm doing keto, and I thought I had enough to last me for a month, but I miscalculated and didn't realize until I was on my last pack, which was a couple of days ago. I checked Amazon Fresh every day until I was able to order some more. It was such a pain, but I'll try to be better prepared next time. So we aren't hardcore bunker types, but we always keep a few weeks of food toiletries around. Unfortunately, I'm in the midst of morning sickness, and just the thought of a large percentage of foods is nauseating. Frozen chicken doesn't do you much good if you can't even stand to be in the same room as someone eating it. Garlic. The local stores near me are completely sold out of garlic, even the more expensive organic kind. I'm not sure if people think this pandemic is caused by vampires, or if people just really love garlic. It did start with a bat, so. Toothpaste. Have 2 boys who don't understand what excessive is. I haven't run out of since local Target is selling 30-pack rolls, 1 per customer, and both me and my wife bought 1 each. One was for home, and the other for her mom who is 70, and we have made sure she doesn't leave the house by making sure we stock up for both our home and her home. Sponges. Literally, my dish sponge is looking ragged, and I didn't think to get replacements. Charger for my work phone. iPhone broke last night. I use an Android for a personal phone and my boyfriend uses Android as well. I need my work phone to VPN in for work, so I had to run to Target to get a new charger. I hear some places are shutting down stuff like in-person electronics, so I rushed over as soon as I could. They were sanitizing after each person and all the cashiers were wearing masks. Chips as well. My boyfriend and I love Scoop/Cape Cod chips, so I buy them as needed, but some stores are out. Got plenty of TP and a bidet attachment. Bought 2 packs of TP beforehand and offered to anyone I knew that could not find any. Have not bought anything like Mac-Up or clothes even online except for some PJs last week. Been saving some $sign on not doing those trips to Target or anywhere where you buy those small random things, so that is a plus. Bread. Out of all the food we have, people just love making sandwiches. I don't get it. I haven't run out of anything necessary yet, but I was getting pretty low. I did miss a few things on my initial prepping trip, which was over a month ago, but I was able to snag it before I went really hard in quarantine mode. Laundry soap, hand soap, shampoo and conditioner, body soap, paper towels, toothpaste. That one I actually did run out of, but then went shopping the same day. I spent so much time focusing on food and medicine that I totally forgot to check personal hygiene products. Fortunately, since I started prepping further in advance than most people, I still was ahead of the curve when I went to grab that stuff. So full story cause I will never forget it. I was at work March 12th. We kept having meetings about COVID and no decisions had been made, but my boss had a feeling and said if you can take home what you need to work at home tonight you might want to do it. So I packed up and then my husband said we need eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Want to stop at the store? We eat keto, so eggs are a serious staple. Now we had seen panic buying for blizzards before, but when I walked into Target it was insane. The most random things were just empty. Cheese, beef, of course TP, also laundry detergent, and any sort of disinfecting product. Fresh food. I looked at him and said we better just get what we need for the week now. We typically go shopping every Sunday. It's just him and me, so we don't need much. I got a week's worth of everything as usual, not to be a total dick, and also I really thought we would be at home for 2 weeks and this would be over. We did get the eggs, but we had to stretch them because eggs were just out for the next 2 weeks. That night as we were unpacking groceries and GovWhitmer closed schools, it all hit the fan from that moment on. I have not been back to work since. So glad my company pushed to have us all work at home in the last few years. Just 4 years ago we were all on desktop PCs and required to work in office. Mustard. Used the last of it last night. My hot dogs will be so very plain now. We didn't stock up especially for the stay at home order. About 4 weeks ago I went out and bought 2 weeks of East foods in case someone in our family got a quarantine or isolation. The weird thing I'm missing is not food/water/TP or even hand sanitizer. Don't use it at home. Just wash hands. It's elastic. I wanted to make some reusable masks on the sewing machine, and I have enough cotton to make 20 masks, but only enough 1/4 braided elastic for 3. Tried to order some, no chance. Everyone is out. I ordered 10 yards of it with a 30-day delivery time and it just shipped yesterday, so it's on its way. But of all the thing to run out of. Patience. Actually no. We ended up getting pretty much everything. Of course you miss things as you run out, but I'm talking about chips and cookies, stuff we didn't buy a lot of because they weren't necessary. We ended up shopping for quarantine at the end of February. The US wasn't taking it seriously yet, so we had all the stores and resources to ourselves. The barber shop. God, my hair is so thick it's itchy, rough, and expensive after maintainers. I have to use more shampoo and conditioner. It's also high time summer, so it's literally hot on the head. Dishwasher salt. I buy it so rarely that it completely slipped my mind. I live in a very hard water area, so without it the dishwasher will eventually grind to a halt. Would it help to run the dishwasher empty except for a bowl of vinegar? That stuff's good for dissolving buildup. Good idea. I'll Google it to check if it'll work or do harm to the machine if we run out completely. From a Brit, once the panic stops and you go into lockdown the shops will return to normal. Ours are pretty stable now other than a few items that remain hard to get unless you shop around, but none of my shopping is missing anymore. More lounging around clothing. I have some, but not that much. My regular daytime work clothes are languishing in the closet. Bacon was the first thing I missed. Resupplies have been found though. Hair henna. Wonder how long the dwindling supply will last now. Dog shampoo. Damn it. We are waiting on our medic renewal with no idea if that office is considered essential. I use it for PTSD and chronic pain. My back keeps going out. I'm homeschooling my 2 kids, and I worry I will run out. My husband also uses it for PTSD. I believe it should be legal for all, and this is not to knock people using it recreationally, but not having it will be a problem. It is a medication for us, and running out scares me. Without sounding immature and childish, weed. We're a group of 4, 2 carers, 2 PhD candidates. I raised the issue of prepping in January, little, often and from different places before someone jumps on me. We have everything covered, but a few more smokes wouldn't go amiss. It's not that we need or overly want it, it's just the sitting around day in day out, it crops up on your mind more often. Same thing for tobacco for one of the carers. He goes through months of smoking, then months without. He said this is the hardest time he's ever had for giving up. I'm still working, so luckily even though we are locked down I can mad dash the store if need be. Had to make a dollar store run yesterday for contact lens solution. That was the only thing I didn't get, and I'm the only person who uses it in my house. I also lucked out and found a 12 pack of TP, so I got it, even though we had an inventory of 20 rolls already. I don't want to have to be out any more than necessary, so this made sense to me. We did our prep trip back in January. Honey knew shit was going to hit the fan. We were well prepared and pretty much still are. I'm having to adjust to using frozen meats, though. I usually use fresh. I'm fine with that. It just takes longer to prep dinner. Household of 4 people, 2 doggos and a kitten. You can still go to the grocery store lol. Yeah, I guess Op is preparing in case things get ordered or run out of stock. My country has not started lockdowns yet, but things could get worse. Self-perpetuating problem. If people go and get a week's worth of food at a time, everything is fine. If people hoard, even in response to the possibility of others hoarding, it creates an unsustainable cascade effect and results in a lot of unnecessary food wasting. Don't panic. If we all go and get 1 week of groceries at a time, it will be fine. While what you say is factual, it's not that straightforward. First, any system based upon humans doing the right thing is flawed. Also, for the average working stiff, your eating pattern will have changed. Think of all the meals eaten by the population in bars, restaurants, fast food outlets, etc. None of these meals are now being served. Everybody, with few exceptions, is eating store-bought food. Even the very disciplined, non-panic buying population need to buy more due to the change of eating patterns. As for panic buying, I think people get to a saturation level where they cannot afford more or do not have the storage capabilities, then it will settle out. In my country, UK, that seems to have happened after several frantic and concerning weeks for a lot of people. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. Please stay safe and wash your hands.